In the year of technology 2026, it is high time that we get into what it means to deconstruct, why you should do it, and who it is for. Now, deconstruction simply means to question the origins of your belief. You can deconstruct literally anything. Any belief that you hold, that you have held since the time you can remember, you can question that. You can analyze it. Now, when it comes to religion, the scary part is that when believers see people who have deconstructed, I believe that they automatically think deconversion, right? So deconversion is a natural side effect of deconstructing for a lot of people, but there are some people who reconstruct and get back into the faith. There's some people who testify that they got stronger in their faith after deconstructing. And the reason that I think it's very important that everyone who holds any type of belief, whether that is someone who upholds the patriarchy, someone who is a high time capitalist, someone, anything who is a racist, all these things are things that you can deconstruct. They're ideologies that you can deconstruct. The reason why everyone who holds any type of belief, even if it is seemingly docile or non-problematic, but actually is harmful, whether it's to yourself, subconsciously, psychologically, or to other people, and the judgments and the ways that you perceive other human beings. The reason that everyone should deconstruct is because when we are born, there's this concept that I learned in college that I kind of really enjoyed learning about. Is called tabula rasa, meaning that when we are born, we are a blank slate. So when I say that I'm a born again atheist, or that we are all born atheists, there's going to be obviously some people who have pushbacks and technicalities on the actual use of the term atheist. Simply, what that means is that we're all born without a God belief. Am I wrong or am I right? Or am I wrong? Or am I right? We are all born without a God belief. We are a blank slate. Everything that we know, learn, or believe in, especially our beliefs, are taught to us, are given to us, are decided for us. So the reason that you should question all the beliefs, all the inherent beliefs that you have as an adult, is because sometimes you'll realize that it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you'll realize that it is holding you hostage as a prisoner. Or sometimes you'll realize, hey, this actually makes sense. Thanks, mom and dad or guardian or teacher or whomever for bestowing this belief onto me, because it actually is factual, it's the truth. People always ask me how I became an atheist, and if you haven't already, you should go check out this video here where I detail my entire deconstruction story and how I became an atheist. But truth be told, as my name suggests, I am a skeptic, so I like to question damn near everything, and you can thank my dad for that. So in this video, I want to share several questions that will spark your deconstruction, and I challenge you to answer these questions if you are able. If you are unable to answer these questions, I'd say dig a little deeper, dig a little further, and just sit with it. This is not going to be comfortable for a lot of you if you are a religious person. If you are like me and you are a free thinker who has deconstructed, deconverted, or any of that, then you can chime in with other questions that you think are important to ask oneself when deconstructing. I think this is a good one. I think we are starting off strong. The first question to ask yourself when questioning the origins of your religious belief is, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? What am I afraid to find out if I question my God or my religion? I do think that the answer to that question is paramount or tantamount or both. The answer to that question is very important because we on the outside looking in, when it comes to a lot of, if not all, of religious beliefs, we understand that a lot of times people stay in it for the fear. It is a fear-mongering tactic. People are afraid. Humans all the world over, no matter what religion you are afraid of death because it's an unknown, right? So religion comes in to kind of soothe that fear a little, if you will. It comes to comfort you in the dark, unknown times. And there are some faiths that have a fear of not just dying, but what happens to you after you die, where you may or may not end up should you not live your life a certain way. Regardless, I'll let you answer that question. The next question is, do I really care about facts and truth? Do I really care if my belief, if my religion is true? And the next follow-up question to that is, what makes my religion truer than anyone else's who also believes that their religion is the truth? Now, this is an aside, and I'm asking this to the Christians and I guess all the Abrahamic believers. When people say to you that your holy book is a claim, your holy book is not evidence, what say you? Do you understand that concept? Y'all know the little extension cord or whatever, the power surge cord that's plugged into itself? What does that mean to you? What does that image mean to you when you see that? When you hear that your holy book claims that your God is the one true end all be all God that made the universe. That is a claim that has not been substantiated. Just like anybody else's religion or mythology, most all religions have a creator God, have a creation story. All of them. And a lot of them are written down. Some of them were told orally. So what makes your claim the right one? Where did my God come from? What is my God's origin story? Where did he, she, it, or they come from? And now this next question is for mi gente, for my people. Yeah. So, if my God, if my religion is the one true religion, the one true God, why did my ancestors have to be violently and forcibly introduced to it?
I thank God for slavery. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
All things work together for the good of those who love God and who are called according to his purpose, including slavery. All things, Jim Crow, everything, segregation was the gift of God to Black people because we got the opportunity to be a part of the greatest nation on the entire planet, the greatest nation that ever lived. I am so thankful that as a Black person, I am not over in Haiti eating dirt cookies. Slavery was a gift. Slavery was a gift. Slavery was a gift. Slavery was a gift. Slavery was. I'm going to keep saying it.
I know it's getting a little uncomfy in here. It's getting a little hot. I know it. I know you sweating. I can see it. I know you're ready to just, And by the way, Christianity was in Africa before it was in Native America, before it was in Asia, before it was in South America, before, was it? If my God is so unknowable and it did not equip me with the ability to fully understand it, why is it my business to now try to convince other human beings like myself to join in on this relationship or this religion or whatever you want to call it? If this God created all of us with the incapability of understanding it, why am I trying to get people to understand what I myself don't even understand? And then the add-on to that is, why would my God create me in its image, but not able to fully understand it? Why would my God create me in a way that I cannot fully understand it? Speaking of my creator God, why would my all-knowing God create people who defy it? Why would my all-loving God create people who go against allegedly what this God wants and likes, a la LGBTQIA people, a la unbelievers? Why would my God create human beings that defy it? Why would my God create people in remote parts of the world that will never get to know it if it is the one true God for all the entire world's population? Why did my religion start in a very tiny portion of the world and have to spread? Why did my religion have to spread? If it is the one true religion of the one true God, why wasn't every corner of the earth already in communion with this God? If I am a Gentile, why did my God not come to save me? But thanks to Paul, I was grafted in to my God's good graces. If it's not a religion, but a relationship, would I accept these qualities of inconsistency, authoritarianism, etc., from any other relationship, i.e., a friendship, a partnership, family members, strangers? Would I accept this behavior in any other type of relationship? If everything is my God's plan, then how could anything be up to humans' free will if my God has a plan for everyone and everything all at once? If my God has a divine plan for all of us, can my free will change that plan? Can my free will make my God wrong in this plan that its all-knowing self has created? And if my God loves the little children, all the children of the world, why is it that it only respects the free will of the adults who abuse and harm children and not the children's free will? If I and millions and millions and millions of other people are in a relationship with the same unchanging God who none of us admittedly can ever understand and who only speaks through signs that we must interpret in our own way to the best of our ability, how do I know that I'm doing it right versus someone else? In other words, why am I a bigoted, judgmental whore to people who are of a different skin color, race, ethnicity, geographical origin, or sexual orientation? Because these are sins, but I lie, cheat, steal, fornicate, and have tattoos, braids, and eat whatever my God said don't do. Why are my fellow believers the ones causing all the atrocities, wars, genocides, famine, and horrible things on earth, including denying baby formula?
So I am calling your church to test to see if they are willing to help feed a starving baby. So right now I'm about to call St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Atlanta, Georgia. And it just says that they worship and serve God together, pretty much. So let's see if they're willing to help feed a starving baby, though.
St. Luke's Episcopal Church.
Hey, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old, and we've been out of formula since last night and been calling everywhere today. And she is just screaming, crying, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can to get her formula.
Okay, I don't know, so hold on just a sec.
Okay.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you...
Okay. Call back.
St. Luke's Episcopal Church.
Hey, I just called. You transferred me, but it went straight to voicemail to somebody.
Did you leave your name and number?
Okay.
Did you?
No, I didn't know if you meant to send me to somebody that wasn't there.
Nope. Would you like to leave your name and number?
Okay. No, thank you.
Okay.
What the fuck?
First Baptist Church.
Hi, yes. I was just curious if y'all helped at all because I have a 2-month-old baby and she's been without formula since last night. So she's very cranky and I've been calling everywhere all day long and I can't find anybody that can help.
No, we don't help with formula at all. Have you talked to anybody like at CCC?
Yeah, I've been calling everywhere all day.
Okay. How do you normally buy it?
Normally, I mean, I've been working, but I was let off, and so I've not had to work this week, and I had just enough left over, but I ran out last night.
Oh, gosh, I don't know. You maybe try I don't know if the Laurel County Life Center might have something like that. I know they keep some baby items on hand. So you might try there, but I'm not sure what churches, help with formula.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Why are they doing this? And why was my first instinct to say that they are not true believers? Gotcha.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
The no true Scotsman, all the evil people who do bad things in the name of this God of mine are not true believers. What is a true Christian? What is a true believer? What do they look like? What do they sound like? How do they behave? How can I or anyone else identify them in the wild? Or do I simply just trust it because they say they are? What is a true Christian? What about my religion, my relationship, or my God makes me want to curse or be mean to others who do not have a relationship with my personal God? What about me makes it so that I have to be nasty to my fellow sinners who do have a relationship with my personal God, although I too sin? Does my God believe in equality amongst human beings? If so, why is a woman unclean when she is menstruating, something that my God naturally created her to do in his image? And if my God does believe in equality, why did he make the man greater than the woman? Why did he make the man more superior than the woman? Why is my God obsessed with female virginity? Only female virginity. Only. If in the Torah and the Bible, the God was heavily involved, active, coming down to earth to show himself, speaking to people legibly, audibly, and not through wayward signs, but actually speaking to people clearly, why did all of these things stop when the ink dried? If my God is all powerful and supreme, why is blasphemy the one and only unforgivable sin? Again, let's go back to the question about would you accept these qualities in any other type of relationship? Let's say you have a friend, right? A friend who is providing for you and just is a really good friend. And you can beat that friend up and say, I'm sorry. You can steal from that friend and say, I'm sorry. But if you talk about that friend behind their back, or if you question anything that that friend does, then all bets are off. You can't apologize about that. They will not accept any type of apology about you talking badly about them. I don't know. I think that there's way worse things for an all-powerful being to get upset about. If my God is so supreme and all-powerful, why does it need me to believe in it unquestioningly and blindly? Why does it need me to worship it? And if you're going to say that it doesn't need it, why does it want it? Why does it command it that I should not worship any other gods out there? What makes the magic and fantastical stories in my God's book any truer than those in any other God's book that is deemed mythology? If my God respects free will in this day and age, why didn't it do so in the Bible? If my religion is the religion of peace, why does my God command killing anyone who no longer believes? Why does my God demand that I deny myself, although I was created in her image, in order to be in her good graces? How do I explain or reconcile the plagiarism in my God's holy book from much older holy texts that came before it? What happened to all the people who died before my God came around? If the earth is billions of years old, Why did my God and its book come around recently? Why wasn't my God and its book billions and billions of years old as well? And or why are there gods and religions that are older than my God? If you've made it this far, woosah, breathe. Woo, that was a lot. How did you do, friend? Breathe, woosah. Don't be mad at me. I come in peace. I'm just trying to get you thinking a little bit. How did you do? How did it go? Which of these questions was the hardest one for you to sit and listen to, or process, or answer, or think about? I don't know. Just, I really want you to regulate your emotions in this moment after watching this video. Did you get riled up? And again, I had that question. What about me makes me get angry at people who don't believe like I do? What about my God makes me feel this way? I want to thank you for watching this video all the way up to this point. You are strong. You is kind. You is important. And you're strong. You're courageous. If you are actually in the process of deconstructing or questioning and you sat through all these uncomfy questions, shout out to you. And the fit of today is brought to you by this Soy Atea t-shirt that I design and sell myself. It comes in different sizes and colors. So buy yours now. I said I got to do this for my gente, for my people as well. It was by request. Someone was like, we need something for the Latinos too. And don't you worry, muchachos, tenemos ateo también. Comprarlas pronto. Gracias. Now, and also, if you can't notice from all the way back there, but I also have my 18 karat gold Atheist name bar necklace as well. Also available at my Etsy storefront. It'll be linked in the description below, as well as the pinned comment below. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video.